Tim has been a member of the Articulators Club for the last 4 years. The best part of his day is to attend a Toastmasters meeting and evaluate a speech. Evaluations can be difficult, but often the best approach is to address the overall content. Watch carefully for the best use of vocal variety, gestures, and confidence in the speech. Please welcome Tim Gibson to the lectern.
Sure. Bob's speech today, in some respects, is a little bit about veracity. He was seeking the truth that lies between the subject of God and science. His objective today was to provide research on his topic, which he, of course, did, to be able to stand up and present this topic. It is a very difficult topic to address in such a short time frame, because what you're really doing is talking about something that a lot of people feel very strongly about, have strong opinions about. And I think you really stay very balanced on your side of sort of the discussion of science and religion. It's really what the essence of your topic was today. You start talking about that, and you laid it out right at the very beginning of the speech, God and science. We're going to be talking about God and science. So for the listeners, for the audience today, that was very clear, which was one of your objectives, to lay that out simply as to what you're going to be presenting for the day. You talked about religion cannot be replaced by science, the book The Secret. One of the things, however, I noticed when in your speech was you obviously had a lot of notes because of the research you've done. And in the beginning, you almost had a need to get the facts out on the table, I guess, from a certain standpoint. You were reading many of them, and I think when you were double clutching a lot, and it was almost an eagerness to kind of put it all out there, put it out loud on the table. So you were kind of struggling at the very beginning with that. However, about a third of the way through the speech, you kind of stepped back from the lectern and started speaking more from yourself and started making more eye contact with the audience. And for a while, I really saw something, Bob, that I had not seen in your speeches up to now. A confidence that you're starting to build. The ums and ahs that you typically have had a lot of trouble with really dropped away. I only really saw 2 of those in your speech. And there was a confidence that sort of built up. And then when you kind of hit at the last third of the speech, you kind of started going back to the notes again. And at one point, you were probably this far back, you put your hands on the lectern and were actually leaning all the way in for some time. And that's something you really don't want to do. I mean, I know you're still learning and you're still working on your speech content, but I noticed there was a lot of confidence as you stepped away from your notes. And so I would encourage in your next speech to really kind of put those down. And even if you don't cover everything that's in your notes, no one here knows. No one knows what you may have overlooked or forgotten with your notes. So take that, just turn them over next time. Try not to use them at all. And I think your speech will actually be much better for that. And also just work on your eye contact a little bit better. I notice you tend to pick out several people repeatedly in the audience and never sort of go across the entire room. So you kind of focus, you do maintain eye contact, but it's usually sort of in one area, and you kind of ignore the rest of the room. So work on those 2 things. You had great vocal variety, great confidence in your speech. Work on your strengths, and the weaknesses will take care of themselves. Thank you very much, Bob.